Hi and welcome to the first video from Toys in the Hood. As this is the first ever, I thought I'd keep it nice and simple, and so quite literally this is me recording my display cabinet. Okay, starting with my Tyranids here. We have my scythed and my barbed Hyrule. Lots of warriors. Coming down here, there's my gargoyles. And then my Parasite of Mortrex conversion, which I'm pretty pleased with. You'll see I've used the wings and the legs. They're from Chapter House Studios, but then to make up for that so I can use them in tournaments, I've made sure that I use extra Games Workshop parts on the base. And if we look at him, he's suspended flying as he attacks the Space Marine. Down here, more Tervigons. Carnifex. The Carnifex was quite badly mauled by the dog, as you can see. But that's given me an excuse to use him as Old One-Eye. Not that I ever play with him in games. Down here, we've got a little bit of my Red Scorpion army. A couple more Tervigons. Oh, or rather the Tyrannofex at the back there. You can see he's quite glossy. He's a... I use Army Painter for all of my Tyranids, so he needs to be matte varnished. Up here there's a Void Phoenix that I've converted to use as a... oh, not a Razor Wing, the other one. The Void Raven for my Dark Eldar army. My Warwick troops, these are Perry miniatures for War of the Roses. But rather than use the traditional square bases, I thought I'd use circular bases and then mount them on War of the Ring trays. I think that's quite a good look. This here is a Raging Heroes model. I use this as an objective in my Dark Eldar army. An incredibly dusty Asdrubal Vect model, who's never actually been used in anger on the tabletop. This is my Throne of Skulls trophy. It's a very long story how I ended up with that. You can read about it on the blog. This is a Red Scorpion that was given to me by one of my customers when I worked at Games Workshop. Okay, we have Beauty and the Bot from Mike McVeigh, Studio McVeigh. My Cardinal Richelieu and Guest from Warlord Games. Then a whole series of Super Dungeon Explore models that I've collected. I do have the game as well, but I've yet to paint the pieces, so these are the old metal ones. A Knight Templar. I can't remember what company that was, but that's by the it's been painted entirely by the Army Painter. And then the Artemis model by Hassle Free. Bit out of focus there, but that's probably for the best. I messed up the varnishing, and sadly she looks more like a burn victim. And then some more Tyranids. The Malanthrope, who I use to do my Malantai. Brood Nests, these rather fantastic mycetic spores that are from one of the Polish companies. Some Zoanthropes, who are a pretty good gauge of temperature. They're the fine cast ones, and sadly, whenever it gets hot, they bend. Although, very easy case to bend them back using hot water. A little bit from the old Battle for Macragge set. And then down here, we have a Thunderbolt, which is my all-time favourite Games Workshop model. I think it's absolutely brilliant. A Drop Pod, the old resin one for Forge World. The little Thunderbolt pilot, who's facing the wrong way there. A Razor Wing, not quite finished. And then the old Chapel of Sanctuary. And that is my display cabinet.